Nobody knows family better than me. Nobody. And let me tell you, my niece, Mary, she wrote a nasty book, very unfair, very fake. People said it was brutal, the worst. But today, right here, we're settling it. And I promise you this, by the end of this podcast, you're going to hear something about the Trump family that will shock you. Maybe it'll come from me, maybe from her, but believe me, you've never seen a debate like this.
Donald, that's exactly the problem. You think everything is a show, a cliffhanger, a ratings game. But this isn't about suspense, it's about truth. And the truth is, behind the gold towers and the catchphrases, there's a family history that explains exactly why you behave the way you do.
See, folks, she talks like a professor, very boring. But people don't want boring. They want excitement. They want strength. They want Trump. Mary's been trying to figure me out for years, and she still doesn't get it. The mystery of Trump, it's bigger than psychology, bigger than family drama. And I'll tell you this, if she thinks she's got me figured out, she's in for a surprise tonight.
You talk about mystery, but there's no mystery. There's a pattern. You manipulate, you avoid responsibility, and you use charm and chaos to cover up weaknesses. And whether it's in the family or in the White House, that's dangerous.
Weakness? The only weakness I ever had was trusting the wrong people. And Mary, you might just be one of them. You say you know the family secrets? Well, maybe I've got one or two that you don't know. And maybe, just maybe, I'll share one before we finish. Keep listening, folks.
Secrets don't scare me. What scares me is when power is abused. And in our family, power was always used like a weapon, by our grandfather, by your father, and now by you on the national stage. That's why I speak out.
Weapon? I call it success. I learned from the best. My father taught me business, competition, toughness, and look where it got me. The White House, the Oval Office, the biggest job in the world. Not bad for the so-called family disaster you write about.
It got you power, but at the cost of truth. You measure yourself in towers, crowds, and applause, but when the cheering stops, the reality is emptier than you admit. That's the legacy I'm warning people about.
Empty? Mary, the only thing empty is the space on your bookshelf where my books outsold yours 10-1. People want to hear me, not you. They love the Trump story, the brand, the energy. And let me tell you, if being loud, bold, and unapologetic is a flaw, then it's the kind of flaw America actually loves.
And that's what makes it dangerous, Donald. People confuse branding with leadership. They confuse volume with vision. But I've seen you up close. I know the man behind the slogan. And what they're cheering for isn't the truth, it's the performance.
Performance? Maybe. But it's the greatest performance of all time. People don't line up for boring. They don't line up for books full of family gossip. They line up for Trump. They fill stadiums. They chant my name. That's not performance. That's history in the making.
History will also record the chaos, the lies, the broken trust. You can drown people in noise, but the record will remain. And families like ours, they carry scars when truth is buried under ego.
Scars make legends, Mary. George Washington had scars. Lincoln had scars. Even Rocky Balboa had scars, and he won. Trump wins too, and the scars only make me stronger. And maybe, just maybe, one of those scars is because of you.
If you call accountability a scar, then yes, I gave you one. But accountability is what makes people grow. And Donald, growth is something you've resisted your entire life. You cling to the same story, the same act, because without it, you're afraid of what's left.
Afraid? Me? The only thing I'm afraid of is running out of space to build more towers. You say I don't grow. Look around. My name is bigger than it's ever been. And tonight, on this podcast, I'll prove that even family critics like you can't stop the Trump train.
Trains crash when they go too fast without looking at the track ahead. That's what I'm trying to show people. Your momentum looks powerful, but the destination is dangerous. And it's not just about our family, it's about the country.
Dangerous? What's dangerous is letting weak people run things. I brought jobs, security, power. You brought a psychology degree and a sad story, and yet you think you're the one saving America. Believe me, America doesn't want saving from me. They want saving from people like you.
No, Donald. America doesn't need saving from me. They need saving from the idea that one man, one name is bigger than truth. And if this podcast shows anything, it's that even inside your own family, not everyone buys the act.
Act or not, the audience is still listening, Mary, and they'll listen to the very end because I've got something to say about the Trump family, something I've never said before. But I'll wait. Let them keep watching. Suspense is good, isn't it?
And that's why I agreed to this, because even if you tease, even if you spin, the truth has a way of slipping out. Maybe not in your words, but in the cracks between them.
Folks, if you love this part of the podcast with Mary, everybody's talking about it, very popular. Comment below. Believe me, we'll make part 2. It's going to be huge, absolutely tremendous.